Hi, everybody.
Hey everyone, welcome to Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to the show. I'm
And
sorry to hear that about Owen Merwin. Still weak and stoned. Well, all things considered, stone might be good right now, though, Ah,
but we wanted to thank everybody for coming today, and we especially wanted to thank Mama Teresa, who gave us so much wonderful stuff for the Banshee's birthday, and for the kitties, and for us to show on our set, and all kinds of stuff. So it's really beautiful. It's
do
just
you
totally
know
beautiful.
that? Do you know that I have managed to stretch my birthday celebrating out now till the end of April?
Oh, you're good
Thanks to
at
Mama
that.
T.
Oh, you're good at that. But so this display here behind us is just fabulous that we received. Let's see if I
There's
can get
all
that on
kinds
there.
of things in here. The cat, the Bastille cat, the tree, which I really like, the crystal tree, all kinds of things. There's selenite.
Sage.
There's a beautiful jasper stone. There's little kitty cats to represent our cats. And the cloth
guy.
that this is sitting on, this guy, and the cloth that this is sitting on has a nice little paw print.
With a heart.
And also, if that wasn't enough, she gave us a tablecloth as well.
Let's paint the town
And if
red.
that wasn't enough, she made some custom jewelry for me, a nice Believe pendant, which I really like, with the opaline stones.
So we are in your debt. We
And
love
this one
what you've
I
done.
bought from Mama T because it was so beautiful when I
Isn't
saw
it?
it. Oh, are you showing the right thing here? Okay. And if that wasn't enough, I got a great pen with sunstones in it. Look at that. So I'm going to be using that for some of my creative writing, and some red pens because she knows I love me the red.
You think?
So nice, Mama T. Bravo. Excellent job. It looks beautiful. We love it.
Oh, and
Oh,
here.
and there's more. I mean, I've got an angel somewhere. And by the way, Mama T, that angel solidified something that we have planned for the future. Not giving anything away yet, but that angel might show up somewhere in the future. All right.
So our cameras are a little bit different today. You can't see much of the table. Sonny's right here, but you can't really see him. But we wanted to also show, the spread behind
Yes.
us, and then the hanging there too with the sun and the moon.
But that won't make him go away, Mr. O. The
No,
fact
it
that
won't.
he's not on camera.
He's right here. If you don't believe me, here he is.
No, thank you, Mama T. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Sunman, calm down. So let's do our collective and get going.
Let's do our collective and get going. Well, today, we're kind of celebrating here. And Mama T, you picked red, of course, because it's my favorite color. But red just fits the season because Beltane is here. Happy Beltane to those who celebrate it.
Happy belting.
Boy, we used to do some real cool maypole rituals back in the day, didn't we, Mr.
We did
O?
at least 10, maybe 11 or 12. It was pretty much, we were the only game in town, more or less. And we had a very special Beltane Maypole celebration from approximately 1992 to 2001 or so, 2002.
It was private land. Oh, some of them were in different places. We did some on
Just
Belle
one.
Isle in Detroit.
The
That
first
was where
one was
it
on Belle
began.
Isle, and then every other one was at this other location.
Right, and then we were on private land where somebody would make sure we had a pole ready for the celebration.
Yeah, it was a wonderful time for us.
So,
We
Mama
loved it.
T, you gave us red, and red is like the perfect color for Beltane.
Did you want to try that?
What? The poem, I won't remember it.
Okay, never mind.
Maybe I'll save it for Sunday,
Yeah,
Mr.
Sunday is
O.
still
We'll still
Beltane-ish.
be celebrating it on Sunday.
That's right.
Why not?
And, okay, let's do that.
Okay, so this is the Universal Love. Did I say that already?
I don't remember.
By Universal Love by Tony Carmine Salerno. I just figured love. Though it's a little bit more of a broader definition. Well, you know, we've already been invited to a pagan picnic this summer. Maybe it's possible we might feel up to going. Things are coming down again in Michigan as people are getting vaccinated.
We're just going to wait and see,
And
right?
it is outdoors, so it's possible we could do this thing. All right, Mr. O. Pick us a card. Any card, anyway.
And I have expectancy.
Wow.
Get out of my face, son man.
Okay, expectancy. Something you've been hoping for may not come about as you had expected. Observe the image on the card. Allow its energy to fill you. Know you are being filled with the infinite power of love. Fixed expectations are preventing something far more beautiful from entering into your life. Surrender and trust. Something beyond what you could ever possibly imagine will manifest soon. So that is kind of a cool card. You know, it's like don't have these preconceived expectations of what, you're expecting. Let things flow. Let things come to you.
And I see Austin has joined us. Hey there.
Austin! Hey, we got a short list, Austin. Hang in there and we'll get you in tonight. It is Thursday, so we're a little slow on Thursdays lately. We may be playing around with our schedule a little bit to test the waters.
Yes, because earlier this week, my Goth Tarot segment was aired at 8 a.m. on Wednesday instead of its usual afternoon. And tomorrow, my Emotional Exchanges, Oberon's Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges, will air at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are going to tweak a few things. We may do a few things for my shows. It may lead to maybe more premiering or possibly even a way of doing some of those readings live.
Keep
so
talking,
stay tuned.
Mr. O, keep talking.
Oh, yes, I will. I will. I'll show our schedule. And then I'll show that card again, which I should give back to you, actually. Right?
Anyway, a number of you here know about our past life readings and our remembering for our memory cards. I often talked about the fact that I had another deck, but I couldn't find it. Well, today was the day I dug through all my stuff. I found some things I had completely forgotten about. And then I found what I was looking for. I found that deck of cards. Why can't I get my box?
We were actually on a mission to find another deck that we will probably talk about in a little bit, too.
Just a bit.
So it was all very cool.
But it was cool to find this. This is called, it's about from, I think, 1990 or 1994. It is called the Phoenix Cards. I'll let him hold that up. And, this was kind of a deck that is based on reincarnation concepts and where you can take some of what they say and see if it applies, if you resonate to it like a past life. But it's really kind of a divinatory meaning, too. So it's sort of an oracle rather than a past life thing, but they give a lot of background on the various cultures, and I'm just going to try, I'm going to try to figure out a way to use them with the other reincarnation deck I have. But let me just show you a couple of the cards real quick. I found them because I had them in this nondescript box. So they're basically cards from different cultures. Let me see if I can find, oh yeah, there's a nice one there. And let's pull that one. So it's cool. It is cool. And we will figure out a way to use these someday, maybe in another pop-up live stream. So stay tuned for that. I was so happy to find those again. My gosh. I thought maybe I had lost them or left them somewhere. I was beginning to doubt myself.
Well, at times that esoteric library up there is sort of like a portal to other pocket dimensions and such. So I just figured it was in a parallel world, and when it was tired, it would come back.
And you know,
so it did.
I suspect we have a poltergeist or something, because things never end up in the place they're supposed to. They get moved around.
Or
and
it's
sure
me.
Can't be us doing that, could it, Mr. O?
I don't know.
All right, well, let's get on with the show. I'm sorry, we're having a little fun here.
All right.
Mama Teresa said she loved the Goth Tarot.
Yes, I saw that. Thank you, Mama Teresa. So I have, as usual, the Karma Music Tarot. There's that Grandmaster again. And then I also have, I haven't brought this out in a while, it's the Legend Arthurian Tarot. I really like this one, but I don't use a lot. It has sort of a purplish tones. Thank you, Sunman.
You can't stay. There's just
Go.
no room. Wow.
And this is
Shouted at him.
the Ace of Swords. Oh, I was wrong about that. It's the King that isn't. Never mind.
Hopefully we'll figure this deck out when he brings it out.
Oh, be quiet. And then I have the Mermaid Tarot, Tarot of the Mermaids.
Good, because I don't have mine tonight. I switched up.
Queen of Wands.
All right. Well, in honor of Beltane, I picked some of my more pagan themed decks for the day. We have the beautiful, except not, well, let's skip that Ten of Wands. The beautiful Everyday Witch Tarot by Deborah Blake and Elizabeth Alba's beautiful artwork. And I brought that one out again. And I also have, not this one yet, okay, the Pagan Tarot. It's got some racy artwork on some of these, if you ask me. But anyway, well, you know those pagans, the Hanged Man, which is not hanging right at the moment, but that's the Hanged Man.
Nice. A low scarable, I can tell.
Yes, they are. Indeed, they are. And finally, this is the big deck because in memory of Robin Wood, artist, illustrator, author, pagan witch.
Tarot enthusiast, presenter on occasion. We actually did meet her at least one time. Wonderfully gracious. More than once. I know you also kind of associated with her husband in a vague political association a couple times.
Yeah, vaguely.
So they weren't super big friends, but they were really great people. I mean, Robin was a really great person too, of course.
The artwork is very lighter weight, but there's lots of little pagan throw-ins here. It's very beautiful and colorful, but this is the cool thing too. You know, she may have left us, but we have a little piece of Robin because we have an autographed copy, an autographed card by Robin.
And I was going to say something.
About Robin?
Possibly. I can't really remember, though, what it was.
Robin?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I guess notably, she is considered literally one of the first modern or of all time artists who have taken the traditional Rider-Waite meanings and sort of redid them with this more pagan Wiccan cast. And so she's considered the first person to have done that, or the most.
That may be true. That may be true. Because isn't that deck like from around 1990? I don't know.
Early 90s.
I think it is, yeah.
So pretty much before the big pagan bandwagon with a lot of cards turned out. That's a great deck. So
and back just for one more week, I swear I'm going to go back to cards, is the the Lenormand tiles that I have in here that we will be picking at random for our Lenormand parts of the reading.
Alrighty.
So that's basically it. We just wanted to honor Robin Wood because she passed away recently of breast cancer.
Yeah, about a week ago or so.
It was I think it was a pretty good long battle too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So poor Robin, may she rest in the Summerlands. All right.
Okay, so who's first?
That would be
my sweet Christina.
That would be my sweet Christina. and then Mama T, and then Gina, and then Merwin, and then Austin, and then whoever in the heck else comes in the room.
It's funny that you brought up the spirits thing recently too, because you know, we've from time to time have seen little shadow things. We think they're shadow cats or something, you know. Or I've talked about how I've heard a voice calling my name once or twice over the years. But the other day I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and it was actually, in my mind, it was a shape, and it wasn't a shadow shape. It was sort of like a shape of a person, but it was just such a flash. It was literally gone. I don't know if it was a trick of the lighting or whatever. I think it was up in the library, and I just happened to see it out of the corner of my left eye, and it startled me, but not a whole lot, you know. I just figured it might have been something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's the first time hearing it from you, Mr. O's, so I don't know.
Oh, that sounds precious.
Aw.
And that was probably at the beginning of the era of some of the custom-made wands, because I know we had a few friends who would do wands, and they could put crystals, set crystals in them, or some sort of, you know, metal work on them and stuff. Pretty much started all in the early 90s. So there was some really cool stuff in the beginning.
And by the way, Mama T, love the fragrances of everything.
Oh, yeah.
I could smell that peppermint candle, too. That was, and, you know, it's a good thing we're putting it up here, because I think the cats might think the peppermint's kind of catnipy, you know, to them. So we didn't want them go chomping on anything. So
we were still waiting for My Sweet Christina, by the way.
Oh, yeah, what happened to My Sweet Christina?
I don't think we saw them since they popped in.
Oh, maybe she had to bop off.
I'm going to write
Type
in their
the name. Gosh, we lost somebody already.
We can't afford that on a Thursday night.
No, we can't.
There you are.
Oh, yay.
Ah. How do you want to do that?
All right, we got you, My Sweet Christina. We got it. Do you want to do a yes, no?
Maybe. Tell you what, though.
What?
I'd like to work with this deck for that question.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to work with that's the Arthurian legend.
What is the Arthurian?
Since we're doing a yes, no, that'll be...
easy for you to figure out the aces?
Yes, because they do say ace on them.
The aces in the deck. That's the thing about decks you don't normally use.
Well, a couple hours ago, we were talking about decks and
we were.
noting... Yeah, you and me were. We actually were.
Well, because there was the one deck I found.
That's what I was going to mention.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, that basically it didn't have one particular suit or designation that you mentioned to me.
Well, basically, it reverses justice and strength in the order, like some decks do.
Yeah.
Strength is number 11 and justice is 8. I personally don't like that. I don't usually work with those decks, but I have a few that are like that, and I probably will bring that out at some point. It doesn't do anything for the reading to me, but it just seems like I like the other method better. I do. With strength is number 8. It just seems right in the flow of the Journey of the Fool to me. But
Alrighty.
so, who did the reversal, and what was it really supposed to be?
The reversal?
Yeah, is it like it's supposed to be in the Rider-Waite deck?
I can't recall off the top of my head. I have a feeling it was that Etienne person.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Etienne.
And there are other reasons why some people didn't exactly mesh well with some of his things, because he did take some liberties. So I'm wondering if it was him. Atelia, right? Atelia?
Yes.
Yeah. And he was more like a 17th or 18th century. I'm not really sure. Yes, it's very nice smelling. Thank you.
Well, it's
Yeah.
leaning towards no. Are spears wands in this deck? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Because swords are swords.
Okay, it's leaning towards no. We have one ace of spears, the wands. We have the 8 of cups upright. And then we have the 5 of wands upright. It's leaning towards no, that it's not. You were asking specifically
If there were spirits in there.
evil was in there. It's leaning towards no, but that's not,
Yeah, I'm not very confident of the no. I think there's a wiggle room possibly involved.
I think that there's something that could be there. That 5 of spears kind of gives me that, I don't know, contentious, possibly angry energy. Not necessarily, but possibly. And that 8 of cups, I'm sorry, I want to go on. Because
Go on.
I have an idea about this. The 8 of cups indicates to me that either maybe you ought to let them go, or maybe there is a way you can make the evil leave it, because this is about something leaving.
Well, yeah, I think I was going to say that there's something to think about there, that maybe you need to move beyond something. So I think that even if it is not outright evil, that maybe there's just something about it that has a draw towards bad luck for the recipient. And I just had this intuition about looking at the bottom card just to see if it gave me any other ideas or clues. Excuse me. And it's the Knight of Shields, which would be considered the Knight of Pentacles or stones. And
Okay. Okay, maybe that's why we got the 8 of cups on, because it's gone.
Yeah, you move beyond it, I guess. Or you're moving away from it.
I think that was a good thing.
Yeah. So this Knight of Pentacles maybe just does say that this is a return to solidity, maybe what you're doing, or that you're solidifying, your things. The Knight of Swords to me is sending the idea that maybe that was the right thing to do. It's not swords, I'm sorry, it's pentacles.
It's pentacles. I like the prominence of the shield on the card. I feel like maybe that's what it's saying is, you've shielded yourself from something by moving it on,
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that better than mine. Okay. So let's pull a Lenormand then.
Well, let me toss the cards towards you. All right. Oh, I picked 2, but go ahead and pick one. The other one's back is towards me. I'm going to take a look at that in a minute. What do you have?
Excuse me. Mice.
The dog and mice. I'm not going to look at this other one I have here yet. The dog and the mice. Wow, that almost seems as though,
Is it possible that maybe the object wasn't used so much? Maybe the object was intended to be somebody else? I don't remember. It seemed like maybe this was random, like your nephew or somebody brought them over. But I'm wondering if maybe there's an idea that either there was intention or there totally wasn't intention. Like it's one or the other. Like maybe they really wanted this to be for somebody, or maybe it was just unintentional.
I don't know. The mice always mean a little bit of trouble, and a little bit of trouble with a friend or someone close. It could also be, loss or theft. So let me see what the, wow. So I have the coffin. That just stuck to the dog card. Okay, so it was an estate sale. So was it from somebody who passed on? The coffin, And so I think that, this was kind of a, this was kind of a cursed thing in that I think there was something attached to it. I'm not so sure it was evil, but it was not a good spirit. It might have been a troubled spirit because the mice, is about little troubles. And so I get the feeling here this might have been imbued with some troubled spirit.
Well, I also wonder, too, if maybe some of this was just about binding certain things in a way. It wasn't about being bad luck, but just sort of holding somebody in a position that they couldn't necessarily get away
Not a
from.
bad thought. Especially since I pulled that coffin card, my sweet or tile, my sweet Christina. And I mean, that literally stuck to this. So I'm wondering, if the friend here, the dog card, is just symbolic of the place that you got it from, the person you got it from. And it was kind of like you inherited trouble from somebody who's passed on, or a troubled spirit. It's possible that something could be trapped in there.
Well, it was not your responsibility to have to do anything appropriate if you even knew what that could be. But to me, sometimes I think the worst of the worst, and I've heard of this in various cultures, it's not just necessarily the hoodoo or voodoo culture, but different practitioners will try to trap a spirit, maybe it's a human spirit that's passed, maybe it's just an entity, into dolls, puppets, or other objects, usually for the purpose of causing some sort of malice. So I'd say it was probably a good thing you got rid of it.
I agree. Totally agree. So goodbye to that, huh? That's what we have for you, my sweet Christina. Good luck with that. Well, no good luck with that. It's gone. I think you made the right choice. All right. Hey, Mama T, what you got for us today? And then Gina, Merwin, and Austin. Hey, you're welcome. Not a problem. Oh, I was just looking at some of the chats in the back there. I see Gina said she liked our backdrop. Yeah, I was able to find some little clips to hang something a little lower. We've had that one for a while, but it hung too high the way we have things hanging, so I haven't been able to use it that much. Oh, I wish you would come on my side. There's all this space here. Sonny, come here. Sonny, come on. There. Now look at all that space you have. Isn't that better? Yeah.
And
if the dark spirits will leave me alone. All right, that's fair, I think.
And you like Mommy better than me, Sonny. I know.
Oh, is that true? Are you trying to coax him back there after all of the trouble?
Oh, no.
I would hope you would know better, Mr. O. All right.
Well, you always say the cat should know better, and I've told you before.
They're smarter than you think. What about that?
Oh, it's not that they're not smarter,
What about that one I showed you of the cat using the door knocker, that video?
It's about their sense of ethics and whether they feel they should do something. And if it involves certain things, the answer is always no. And
then Angel Rivera sent a meme of a cat opening the cat food container, figuring out how to open the unscrew it.
You probably showed Sunman that, right?
No, I did not.
This is how you do it.
Oh, and even cat treats for the cats.
Yes.
Our cats are spoiled as it is, Mama T.
Yes, we're trying to figure out how to get the cats to say thank you.
Well, I don't know if we'll be able to pull that one off. You stay right here. You stay right here today. Aww. Okay. We're doing 3 cards? Let's do 3 cards because I just did. We got the Lovers reversed. And we got the 4 of Cups reversed. It almost looks like the Fool in a way, the Page of Wands upright. You know, it does. On a path with a knapsack
Yeah,
and a
it's
broom.
true.
It's kind of interesting. I like that card. And the Page of Wands is about newness in a way, or good news, or positive energy, Mama T. And so, what do I see here? I look at the Four of Cups reversed and the Lovers reversed, and it's kind of saying here to me that if you want these evil spirits to leave you alone, just decide to do it. Tell them to leave you alone. It's up to you. You know, it seems to me that you hold a lot of power over this more than you realize, and you need to just get doing it. You know, you need to not just sit back and you know, watch things unfold, but actually actively do it. And it looks as though, you know, you'll be moving in a more positive direction once you do. It just looks like this is very positive.
Well, I kind of agree with Banshee. I do think that there's more.
Hey, hot girl.
There's more on you to do here. You just kind of have to stand up to the spirits. If they're truly very, very dark, then you may need to employ other methods. But usually you can possibly just order them away. You just have to really believe in yourself and be brave about it. Because spirits, when they see somebody is doubtful, they sort of seize on that. I think the best card, though, is that Page of Wands, because I think what that's telling me is that you should follow your animal instinct. That little cat there. And so I'm saying that maybe from an instinctual point of view, there's something you can do about this too, that it's less about thinking about a deliberate plan and more about going with something spontaneous as far as little pests like that. In my opinion, at times, you know, sometimes you have to really open up the big book and read the magic words, but sometimes you just have to have a spontaneous moment where, you know, it just synchronizes and you can use that to your advantage to just say, beat it.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too, because I think that you hold the key, you know, but let's see what else we have here with the Lenormand. Sunny. All right, pick first, Mr. O.
All right. The fish.
The tree. You know, I think that you could make them move on. You know, I think the tree is saying that you yourself are strong enough to move them on. The fish is about abundance, but the fish is also about things that are flowing to or from you. The fish are swimming. I feel that you could move this energy on, you know, if you stand firm, like, you know, ground yourself like, you know, the roots of a tree and stand your ground.
Well, I think that maybe there is a trick involved. I mean, I agree with Banshee again. I think that maybe there's a trick involved. I wonder if the fish is just saying to me that they want to project the idea that there's so many of them and that it's ubiquitous. It's like the water and everything there. So partially what it is that maybe they give you a sense of hopelessness because there's so many of them in the big pool of water that is that spiritual mess hanging around you, perhaps. But I think I agree with Banshee. Is mostly they're trying to trick you, and you mostly have to continue to stand up for yourself. And maybe there are some more deliberate actions you can take too. And you probably know what some of those are. Hanging lucky objects around your house. A horseshoe seemed to come into my mind, so I'm wondering if maybe a horseshoe, or a lot of times anything that's really heavy iron. Spirits supposedly really hate heavy iron stuff.
Good advice, Mr. O.
Why, thank you. I hope it works. I hope you can try that.
Yeah, good luck with that, Mama T. I hope that helped. I think you can do this. Gina has her question posted, and then there's Merwin, Austin, and Hot Girl Vic.
All right. Oh, hi, Hot Girl. You snuck in.
I said hi. You may not have heard.
I heard you say hi to Hot Girl. Love in May. Maybe.
May is the month of love.
That's true. A lot of weddings happen in May and things like that. So you never know.
Yes, we stood up for a wedding in May.
We did. Probably more than one even.
Yeah. The one with that yellow dress and that floppy hat I wore.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that far back, but I see you were. I actually think that we probably performed a wedding in May too, even.
Probably.
Maybe Lisa and Brian on the east side.
Maybe.
It was in spring or summer. I don't remember totally, but anyway. And your turn to
All
shuffle.
right. The big cards, and I have nothing to throw at you like that.
Yeah, I just feel like that fish tells me that it is possible that there's more of them than you know, or it's also possible that they want you to think that so that they can overwhelm you with the idea that there's too many for you to deal with. So it's mostly, I think, they're playing a little game on you. They're not totally evil, but they're evil enough to just really occupy you.
What
do you want to say?
Focus on this reading. But
I'm so sorry.
I know, because you opened up a can of worms there, Mr. O.
How so?
Well, I'm
You mean
focusing on love for Gina in May right now. I will get back to Mama T, though, so hang in there, Mama T. Okay.
There's so much red here. How can I not focus on love?
So, before you throw those cards, let me just say, Mama T, when I think of what he's saying, the fish could be more of them, and if the tree is there, they are rooted there. But all the other cards seem to indicate you hold the key here. You can fight this. So I'm just going to leave it at that, because I see what he's saying, and there is a basis for what he's saying.
Okay, Gina, your first card is the reversed Nine of Wands.
Uh-oh. What?
You said uh-oh.
I did.
And then your
What
next
would
card...
you say? Go on.
Your next card is the reversed Page of Coins.
What is with this karma music deck?
You're supposed to say uh-oh again.
Uh-oh.
And then finally... Now you're really going to say uh-oh. The reversed
Jeez,
Tower.
Mr. O. Jeez. Okay.
May not look very good for this.
May is slow. May is slow. But, I caution you, Gina, do not throw up the white flag. You wouldn't anyway. I know you. But, there's this feeling of, I give up already, kind of attitude. And that's not like you, but just something might be turning you that way.
A message.
Sure,
right?
Go ahead. Yeah, it could be a message received. But I also look at that Page of Coins as kind of just indicating to me that things are slow right now, and delays. The Pentacles are really, really slow. The Tower... Well, the Tower is not in a position I like to see it, Mr. O. What about you?
Well, it seems to me like what I feel here is this message is uninspiring. That's what I feel when I see the Page of Coins. It's like no appreciation for anything, uninspired. And that Tower maybe is suggesting strongly that it's something you don't want to accept. There's just some thought there. It's not that it's a lesson. I don't think it's exactly a lesson. It's just sort of think it's the result of some dialogue or some situations, some possible synchronicities, because I think the Tower is about synchronicities in a way, but I think it's saying you're not getting the exact right meaning out of it. You're not understanding what that is, and that it could make the difference between whether you should persevere in your course of action or not. So some of this is about despair a little bit, and so that's your own self that you have to remove you from. So in other words, may make you feel more despair, but it's not really the end of the story, in my opinion. I know, I've just gone way off.
No. But I am looking at the Tower as maybe a repeating pattern or cycle, something that, that you still just need to really move on from. The Tower is reversed, and it's kind of like, there's an unwillingness to accept something that you need to accept. And then finally, the Page of Coins is indicating that, nothing is moving really because this hasn't happened. But do not give up and do not throw in the towel. I know after all that negative stuff, I'm saying that. But I feel that you just have to work on the process here. And if you finally come to terms with something you need to come to terms with, I think things will start to open up and fall into place for you in the love department.
Well, the funny thing to me is that in a way, the 9 reversed and the Tower sort of are opposites to some degree, and that leaves you as the page in the middle that maybe you're reluctant to make a move because you just are right now or in May only seeing 2 dichotomies or one dichotomy that you don't like either of them, maybe.
Oh, interesting. Well, I never say never till I see the Lenormand. Okay.
What's that supposed to mean, Banshee?
I'll know when I see your card.
You mean you get to know my card before the first
do.
card? It's the mice.
Man.
So, tell us true then.
It's the clouds.
Ooh.
So.
It's little shit.
Chin up. I'm trying to be, I know, thanks for the insight tonight. Love to you both.
You're ready to check out, eh?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So basically, just don't be hard on yourself this month. Don't let it get to you in May if love does not come through for you.
Right. I mean, I think it's just some small shit that's going on, and it's just for May. I mean, I think this dichotomy that I'm talking about is only happening in May. I don't honestly feel it's perpetuating long term, but I just sort of feel like if you're trying to broach the issue in May, then maybe you're just going to look needier, and maybe you're going to look like you're more on the negative side to the other persons involved.
I wish I had better news.
I do too.
I'm sorry, Gina.
Love to you always.
All right, so...
Merwin.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Pagan Tarot, absolutely.
Ask for it by name.
Absolutely. Are you staring at the centerpiece? I also love roses, Mama T. I actually do.
Yes.
Roses have an interesting significance from my Catholic background. Because my aunts and my mom were very much into praying and doing novenas to the little flower, St. Teresa. And supposedly if you asked for something from St. Teresa and you did this prayer for, I think it was 7 or 9 days in a row, you would get a response one way or another within a week or so. And the response is if you got or smelled a rose or found a rose, you were going to get what you needed. But if you did not, then it was not meant to be. So.
Hi, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. Good to see you. We got a short list tonight, so welcome. Okay, we have the 8 of Wands upright. Talk about your direct opposites here. We got the Chariot reversed. Ay, and then we got the 10 of Swords, but the good news is the 10 of Swords is reversed. So let's take a look at this here. It might be a little bit touch and go week. I think that the Eight of Wands means, there's a lot of energy and a lot of communication going on, Merwin. You are moving. It just shows a lot of movement around you, doing a lot of things. Yet, on the other hand, you feel like you're doing all of these things, but yet not a lot is happening right now. It seems like forward movement is really slow. But you have the Ten of Swords reversed. So I think what it's saying is use this week ahead to heal, refresh yourself, put yourself in a better state of mind to tackle the things you need to tackle. You have a lot of energy. Don't overexert yourself, especially if things are really slow right now.
Okay. It's clear there's a lot of energy going on, a lot of speed, a lot of activity, but it's going to leave your battery uncharged. The Chariot reversed could be a metaphor for car-like things, movement-like things, agendas, things like that. So sometimes I think it's literally bad car problems, but in this essence, I think it's saying after you've expended a lot of energy this week, you're going to feel like you need to recharge, or you're going to feel like you don't really want a direction right now. You sort of want to just chill. And maybe a part of that was because some of this energy and these things going on was really about clearing out some dead wood, getting rid of the bad problem things from the past, overcoming things from the past. So this could be anything attached to the recent events in your life with your job or situations like that, where just there was sort of a turmoil and you were sort of left having to make a new position or move for yourself.
Yeah, it's just so weird to see all of that. I feel that this week is going to be kind of problematic for forward movement, but that is not to say that, you shouldn't put out effort. Just like I said, don't overtax yourself. Don't strain yourself, and give yourself time to process everything and to heal, because the light it doesn't really show in this card that well, I think. Where is the light? I think it's sort of the sun is out, but I don't see a shadow. So the thing is, but with the Ten of Swords, there is light coming.
Right, we kind of have to take it as we can. A lot of the Los Scarabo cards like this one, their interpretations maybe are a little different, slightly different, or at least the images. I don't know that the interpretation is meant to be. I sort of feel like this suits its upright position more, like just sort of a sense of, not clear, some struggles in the offing that maybe you're not aware of. I sort of feel that from the Ten of Swords. So this way I think it's just a lot better. I know you've been waiting for me to pull that.
I'll show mine first this time.
Show me yours and I'll show you mine.
I have a gentleman.
Ooh. And guess what? He's facing the light side of the cards.
Oh. So, it's interesting because sometimes that Eight of Wands could indicate communication, networking. So it seems like somebody you network with, it could be a man, because this is a gentleman card, but it seems like somebody might be able to make you feel a little bit better about things, in some way. So I don't know if you're dealing with, I have a couple ideas what this might be, but this could be either somebody contacting you, it could be a relationship, but whatever it is, it's going to pick up your mood considerably, what this person communicates to you, or this person coming into your life if they're not here already.
I think that this says maybe you'll have some good news for Owen. I'm just wondering if maybe...
I was going to say that. Is your vet a woman or a man?
Well, I think that's Owen.
Oh!
I think the gentleman is Owen because he's an animal.
Oh, I didn't even... Mr. Oh.
So I'm hoping that that's what it is, that he's kind of moving through the dark clouds and only facing the brighter future there. I sort of felt that maybe there was something there, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. That maybe, this could be, reversing the evil forces, could be saying, Owen will be better. I really hope so. I'm going to pray to
Well,
Boss.
even if not better, on to something here, Merwin, because I think what this is, the clouds often talk about confusion and uncertainty. And when the light clouds are facing, the Owen, let's say, I think what it means is things are going to get clarified. You're going to get answers, and hopefully they're good ones because the light clouds are facing, Owen. But I would say for certain there's going to be clarity finally.
Well, and then maybe these enhance the idea here of a bad situation that reverses itself or gets better. One way or the other. It just may be that the outcome is better than you might have thought it was.
Yeah.
So,
hey, just giving you some thoughts. Good luck with that. Good luck with the week ahead. And we're thinking of poor Owie. Hey, Austin, you are up. And after Austin is Hot Girl Vic and Aaron. Cute. Well, I hope it's true.
So I want to...
it's funny he went that way, that was Owen, because I thought it might be your vet, When, after I said what I said, I thought, I wonder if that's the veterinarian, though, And,
well, I'm sure that her veterinarian is very dear to her.
Oh. Okay. Is Spirit trying to contact you? All right, your deck?
Sure.
I don't know. Do we want to do a direct yes, no on that, or do we want
Let's try that and then go from there.
Let's do that and go from there.
So I'm going to work with our Mermaid Tarot.
All right.
I'm going to let you shuffle first.
All
Because I want to remind everybody that I've changed the time of 2 of my weekly shows. The Goth Tarot on Wednesdays is now at 7 a.m. And tomorrow, my emotional exchanges will be on at... No, I'm sorry. I had that backwards. Goth Tarot was at 8 a.m. I'm going to have to change these again, probably. And then emotional exchanges will be at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'm thinking of tweaking them a little bit more with the timing, or possibly premiering both of them early, because I'd like to see who's out there in the morning that I could chat with and get to know them better, and maybe they might like our readings.
Well, the other thing is, May is going to be a busy month, I hope. I mean, it just depends on my energy level. I'm hopefully going to be starting a medication soon. I haven't gotten it yet, maybe tomorrow. So, or possibly Monday if I have to wait.
Austin has added to his question. I don't know if
let's
you want
see.
to look at that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were, and that's why when I saw the clouds next to the gentleman and with the light clouds there, I thought, this is clarity. This is news that's going to be coming. Go. So.
Well, a lot of times, Austin, there are synchronicities or things that happen just prior to maybe when you showed up tonight. And I've mentioned it before, too. You may remember, or maybe from Banshee, that we have occasionally heard people calling our name or heard voices, or we have occasionally seen the so-called shadow figure in our house here. We actually believe that maybe a shadow followed us from our other home because we had some devoted pets that died in that home, and we sort of think that maybe one of them made it come with us. Well, we're not sure. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, nothing that seems on the surface malevolent. It's just there, and it's never been a problem, really.
So let's see what we can find here.
Yeah. I was going to talk about the month of May and plans, so at some point I'll try to get that in.
Alrighty. Well, I was talking about the month of May, too.
I know, and I was trying to meme off of that. Oh, we're doing the yes, no. I got it. I did. The only thing is I lost my count.
I think it's 12.
I think so, too.
I cut with you.
Yep. Okay, I was right, so no. All right. Oh.
You're welcome, Merwin. Take care.
Take care, Merwin. Well, there's one. It's leaning towards no, but let's take a look here. We've got the Seven of Wands upright. We've got the Knight of Swords reversed, and then we have the Ace of Cups or Chalices upright, which was indicating the yes or no. Now it's leaning towards no.
It's somebody else, maybe. It's another kind of synchronicity. It's not necessarily a synchronicity of the spirit world, but it may be a sign that somebody is trying to get to you, perhaps.
Well,
something. Go on.
That's the Knight of Swords. I can't.
Yeah, reversed.
It is the Knight of Swords reversed. So I think that maybe if you have been mulling over a decision, or if something might be trying to say it's time to act and do something for yourself. I feel that the spirit's not trying to contact you, but maybe the signs are just trying to get you to move in a particular direction, if this makes sense to you.
Right. I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily know that it's a spirit. I don't feel that, but I feel that there is some message that's trying to come to you. I think it's kind of what Banshee said, that maybe there's something you need to be looking into or be standing up for. But I also feel, too, that Knight of Swords reversed is saying that maybe you're looking into something that's leaving you, something moving away from you, and maybe it's a connection that you once felt was valuable to you, but maybe now you're going to feel that loss.
So we're just going to do a quick 3 cards straight out. What are the signs you've been seeing trying to tell you? Let's leave it at that, and let's leave spirit out of the equation now and just see what the signs are trying to tell you. Here.
Excuse me.
Sometimes you get weird signs. I had such a weird synchronicity in the doctor's office when I went for a procedure yesterday. 3 people had my first name in the waiting room, and they called another person who had my last name. And my last name is not very common. There are people with my last name, but it's not common. I've never been in the same room with somebody I didn't know that had my last name. So it was a very unusual experience, and I'm still not sure what to make of that. I'm sure it's some type of synchronicity too. Wow. Well, here's some powerhouse cards. So we have the Empress upright. We have the Hermit upright. And we have the 4 of Chalices upright, I think maybe these are signs that you need to, tap into your higher self, I don't have the High Priestess here, but that Hermit and that 4 of Cups, that's what's telling me this, Austin. I think that the 4 of Cups is saying just take some steps back, do some contemplation, some deep meditation, and try to tap into your higher self. Not so much spirit, but, what's within you. And, there's something that wants to birth from that. I think there's something that will come out of that.
She took the words out of my mouth when she said, oh, wow, I thought, archetypes. And of course, archetypes are like a psychological concept. Some people relate to God or gods as archetypes, as actually aspects of self. And I'm thinking that's what it is like Banshee said, your higher self. What is it trying to say? Well, I'm thinking it's saying that there is a great deal you will be capable of doing, of producing, of flourishing creativity, monumentous things, really important. But you do need to do this in the service of something philosophical, something that's really about selflessness, something that's really about wisdom for all. So it's really like you're sharing a great secret or a great truth. maybe it's not a secret, it's just a truth that people don't readily grasp. And that's what these cards combined mean.
Awesome.
You like that?
I'll take it.
You want to tell you my card first? Oh, I am first.
But ultimately, Mr. O, it doesn't matter if I like it, it's if the client likes it.
This hopefully can make even more sense, Austin. You have the clover.
And you have the bouquet. Holy cow. So,
are you a gardening type?
Well, gardening aside, you know, this is all about synchronicities and signs, and this is about gifts. I don't know if this is saying this is a sign that you should be using your gifts and talents right now. I don't know if it's saying that, or if it is saying, you know, these synchronicities are leading you towards something that's going to bring you a lot of joy.
I would say spend your time with some meditations if you don't, or find ways to deepen the meditations you do. Read some philosophy, and also just think about the ways you can create in the world, because I think that's why that Empress is there. Is the Empress is really the ultimate archetype, essence, or spirit in the non-spirit way of creation.
Yeah. So, wow, what a reading, Austin. Good grief.
I hope you
Good
like
luck
that.
with that. And
Good luck.
Keep us
And when you're
posted.
rich and famous, remember us.
Here. You're silly. You are a silly man, Mr. O. Hey, Hot Girl Vic, how you doing? It's
Hot
your
Girl
turn,
Vic.
and then Aaron's turn. Hey, on another slow Tuesday night. Holy cow.
I have to ask you, Hot Girl, is Vic short for Victoria? The only reason is because I used to have an assistant whose name was Victoria, and I always called her Vic, and nobody else in the building called her Vic. They always called her Vicky, and she loved it when I called her Vic.
Hey there. Go ahead. It's your turn. It does look nice. I guess I could have brought it down a little lower, that backdrop, Mr. O. Oh, okay. Awesome.
I always liked what Barnabas Collins said when he met Victoria
Victoria
in Dark
Winters.
Shadows. Yes. He said that, she said, my name is Vicky, and he said, it's Victoria or something like that, and he would not surrender a syllable of it. It's so lovely a name. I know. I'm a Byronic romantic type. Okay? She
Career
still doesn't,
reading,
she still doesn't
absolutely.
get that after
We're
40
gonna
years.
move on. All right, how about we use this one? The Robin.
Ooh, the Robin.
So if you're on Twitter, tomorrow's my last Feathered Friends Friday card. We're going back to Fine Art Friday with a twist. It's going to be a little bit different when I come back with Fine Art Friday in a week. That's an oracle that I do on Fridays.
Well, I have to admit that a Byronic romantic is probably not always that hopeful. There's a little bit of languid broodiness that goes on.
So we are almost at 250 followers. Where they are tonight, I don't know, but it's really cool that we've got a few more recently, and we are moving on, hopefully. There's going to be a lot of activity in May. There's definitely going to be more stuff. We'll keep you posted. There may be a giveaway associated with our website, our new website and blog. And we'll just see how the month progresses.
I haven't even told her about all of my plans.
And I haven't told him about all of mine. All right. We have the Hermit card. Upright. I love Robin Wood's Hermit card. That was one of my favorite Hermit cards.
It's the colors.
Yep. It's also the way his light shines. The King of Cups is upright. Oh, but we have the Six of Wands reversed. So it seems as though you're on a good path career-wise. Maybe are you seeking out, are you thinking in terms... Oh, hey, Libra. You interested in a reading? You're here on the right night because it is slow and we've only got 2 people, the one we're reading for now and somebody else in front of you.
Who's after Hot Girl?
After Hot Girl's Aaron.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Whoops.
All right. So it seems as though you are in, I don't know exactly where you might be looking for a career right now, but have you tried doing anything in education or possibly to do with
I'm thinking it's more
arts.
Soft arts, counseling,
Soft
team
arts,
coaching.
I know you're looking
social
for work
things.
right now, right? It seems to me that too, it's possible this might be indicating for this to turn around. Okay, let's talk about the six of wands. The Six of Wands is kind of a card of victory yet to happen. It's like there's delays, there's setbacks, there's some, but there's also a feeling of, maybe you're tired of not getting what you feel you're worth or valued. Sometimes this card, you see, he's like riding into victory when he's upright. Everybody's cheering for him and he feels pretty good. He feels a lot of self-esteem. And so maybe you're really wondering why you are, what it's going to take for you to get what you're really worth. And I feel here that you have to just keep the search going. You have to keep the search going till you find something that's going to really be, emotional fulfillment for you. I feel that, a job, you want the money, clearly, you want to make a good living, but I also feel like you really want to be emotionally satisfied and respected for, your efforts and what you do.
While I mostly feel the same way with what Banshee has said here, I sort of feel that the Hermit and the King of Cups combined point me in a slightly different direction, not so much about the search goes on and the rewarding factor, but that maybe it's really about being able to find a place where you can employ or utilize any education skills or knowledge you have that comes with the idea of philosophy, right ways of doing things, really peace of self, counseling, humanitarian things.
I'm getting the feeling that this is leading towards some type of service work.
It could very well be more of a service type career. I'm just wondering if it's something where you can really employ more of your personal heart and mind values rather than just, being a nice person who serves people, but somebody who really can utilize where your core comes from, what is in your feelings and your structure.
Well, not just serves people, but guides people in some way. So I feel, because there's this idea of bringing people to the light or bringing them to things that they need. So I think of the service industry, but I also think of social services. I think of all the various jobs where people are served on a maybe more social level. So, and I feel that Six of Wands just indicates too that, it's not just about the money here. It's these two, when I combine these two together, it's not just about the money, it's about the rewards, the feeling self-satisfied at the end of the day, that you feel like, you're not emotionally drained, but that your cup is filled after every day of work.
So
right?
Let's do the Lenormand. Wasn't I first last time?
You were. So I cheat you sometimes and go first twice in a row.
The letter.
Oh.
Hopefully it's a letter of we want you.
The bear.
Oh. Maybe.
Well, the bear, this could be one of two things here. I feel, Hot Girl. I think that with the letter, it could indicate that something that you receive, some news that you get, probably in response to either a job application or something, will be very empowering to you. Will make you feel your power coming back again. Like, you've got what it takes. But also, I think what this is also saying is that, you need to you need to feel confident enough to keep going out there and knowing that something is going to come through for you soon. I feel like something is possibly going to be coming.
The letter is communication, so it could also be how you communicate. And maybe the idea is that you need to communicate yourself as this confident she-bear, the epitome of strength in a feminine package.
So when you're doing your resumes, when you're doing your your cover letters, really, really, really show you're confident in yourself, as best you can in your abilities and how capable you are to, take on the job that you're applying for. I think that's basically it.
I think so too, and that's all I can really say too. I sort of feel that these cards don't say success won't come. It just sort of says there's steps to happen, and you may have to work with the idea that it's not going to happen right away. Having said that, I think that there's a lot of things about our economy that are really changing around, and I think it's a matter of just a few weeks and things are really going to open up, and maybe opportunities will be there for everyone.
Well, the economy is on the upswing again, and less people are unemployed. So, in other words, it's looking up for job. Well, it might be tightening up a little bit for job seekers as more people get employed. But I have a feeling, more jobs are going to open up again because so many things had to shut down due to the coronavirus. So, if things start getting together, go through. If things start pulling together here with the coronavirus, I think things are looking good for job seekers. Hey, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that. We're going to move on to Aaron. Hey, Aaron, you are up. Hey, always a pleasure here too. Anytime.
Yes, you're fun on our show. Thank you.
What's coming for you in May? All right.
All right, Aaron. My deck?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to go with the Legend Arthurian Tarot. I like that. The Five of Spears.
Little man.
Yes, I've had this deck for a long time. Legend, the Arthurian Tarot. I haven't used it for a whole lot of readings. It's mostly a standard tarot deck, but I'm not super acquainted with all.
Did you buy that one, or did I get that for you? Do you know where you got that one?
I don't know. I think we even had more than one copy because I think it was also a gift to me too, and I might have given that one away to somebody at one point.
Maybe we won one. I'm wondering.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
I like it because of its coloring and the artistic quality. The lines are softer, so it's not very bold lines. It's sort of a soft, dreamy quality. And then it helps me understand a little bit about some of the other figures in the Arthurian cycle. Everybody knows Percival, but then there's all these other, knights and personalities, and I have no idea. But relating them to a tarot image is kind of interesting because, of course, I understand the tarot. So then I could say, oh, that part of the myth sort of embraces this part of the tarot lesson. Anyway, what's coming for Aaron in May? Okay, and we have a Knight of Cups. We have the reversed Three of Cups. And then we have the upright Six of Spears, which is the Six of Wands, and the Knight of Cups was upright too.
Yeah, so you know we've got the Six of Wands up right now. We had it reversed in the previous deck. I think that the six. Wow. Well, what is coming indeed? The Knight of Cups could indicate romance. The Knight of Cups could indicate some real great happiness is coming your way. You know, a burst of creativity. The heck is that again?
That's a Three of Cups reversed.
Oh, the Three of Cups reversed.
I'm going to hazard a guess. Are you in between or about to make a commitment? Are you possibly thinking the commitment involves a journey of some sort? Do one or the other have to move? I know I'm just striking
You're talking
out.
about a relationship?
Yeah, I am. I don't know. I'm just getting a hit there that maybe there's something about a relationship that could be happening, or that there's a movement towards a relationship, like really positive signs that something's working out, a call to saying like you're on the right path with this. It's also possible too that maybe delayed plans will be rectified or will be considered. Oh, okay.
So that's a different level of commitment, but would certainly bring joy and movement. The Three of Cups reversed just indicates that there's maybe some... I personally think the Three of Cups reversed is more of a card for interpersonal relations. And I'm not talking necessarily between lovers, but between family, between friends. I feel like there's maybe some disharmony right now. And I feel like the Knight of Cups is kind of rushing in to save the day. Like, I don't know if maybe you're a peacemaker between people. You're going to find yourself in May, like getting in the middle of some people that are arguing. I feel as though there's going to be a positive outcome ultimately from all of this. Now, Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say that the Knight of Cups, I guess, says it's a passionate thing, a thing you really care about,
yes,
that you're moving towards or that's moving towards you. And so I sort of see that with what you're saying about writing your thesis. Maybe this is where the delays are suggested with the reverse Three of Cups. And, of course, the thesis completes a process for you. So if it's not done, then it still has to be done. But like Banshee says, that Six of Spears or Wands indicates that you will be having the victory tour.
Yeah, this is a very disjointed reading to me because I almost feel like there's a couple different things going on here. And I feel some of it's in your emotional, interpersonal life and some of it's in, what you're going through in school right now. And I think that Six of Spears speaks to that, the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands indicates success in something and some achievement. So, that could definitely be the admissions decision. I feel more than talking about your thesis.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that's the way I'm looking at it. And these, I just think, are just, when we ask a question, what's going on in May, it may not all, for me, at least in this reading, it's not leading all to one story for me. It's talking about a couple different things that are going to be happening in May for you. And I really feel like there's some kind of squabble, disruption between people that you're going to get involved with. And I think you're going to be able to, ultimately diffuse the situation. That's just what what popped into my head, Mr. O. So let's see if the Lenormand gloms onto one of these. Okay, I have chosen. I have the fish.
I have the bear.
Oh, the bear
I was
again.
say the she-bear, but
well, these both came up again, before. So, but not together.
Right.
So this is interesting. I think this is May is going to be a really powerful month for you. And I think that the fish kind of indicates the movement you're talking about. I don't know that you're necessarily planning on moving in May. What?
Maybe moving to another city with this school. That was in the first part.
Well, but the decision's on May 11th, but not moving in May. So it may involve the move. That's what I was really going to say.
Sure.
So I think that that's what this means is, you're going to be very empowered and there is movement for you. So I think, you're going to hear something positive in the admissions thing and you got to let us know.
Yeah, and I don't do the Lenormand to the same depth as her. I'm learning it, but I just feel these are very lucky for
Yes,
you.
they are.
And I feel that it is about really, in a way, a fish might be in a vast ocean, but it always really knows where it's going. If you think about it, it's not random at all. It's instinct of some sort. And then the bear is just the sign of the power that you will take. And because you're a doctor or hope to be a doctor, and to me, the she bear, which is really what this is more like the bear, it's about maternal healing properties, so even though it's not specifically medical, I sort of feel it's a metaphor for you.
Well, Dr. Aaron could be your path because, you've got, this is a card of abundance and this is card of a power and authority. So yeah, I could see that definitely. So, hey, good luck with that. I think that things will work out. May is going to be an interesting month, both in your interpersonal life and in your, in your student life.
So good luck on that test you have to do, or the thesis you have to write.
Oops.
Good luck.
I used to catalog theses in my library. We cataloged them and put them in the national database. And because they were unique to our institution.
Thanks, Erin.
I always had to create original records for each one. I had to be the one to put the record in to the national database. So oftentimes it was a student's first published, I won't say published, but you're out there now for the world to see because it goes into OCLC WorldCat and you get discovered. So that's what we have for you, Aaron. Hey, Libra, what you got for us? Good to see you on a Thursday.
Hi, Libra.
Hey, great to see you anytime. Stopping again. Now Thursdays are quiet. Or have been.
But it's always a dichotomy because I think mentally when we realize, we don't have a lot of readings tonight, we kind of spend a little more time and schmooze a little bit. So then you still might be waiting too long, maybe. I don't know.
But they have more fun listening to us banter, right?
Yes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, Libra, are you with us?
And just a brief reminder, this weekend we have our shows. Mine tomorrow at 7 a.m.
I was going to type your name, Libra.
And Banshee show on Sunday morning at 10 a.m.
So what do we got? What message was the deer sending you?
Oh, dear. Do you have anything with animals?
No, but,
Oh, we have that deer in the Lenormand.
yeah, we do. Well, let me use this one. All right, so I saw a lot of animals the other day. I didn't see a deer this time, but I saw a duck, a rabbit, squirrel. Was there some other bird? Can't remember now. Oh, squirrels. Squirrels are everywhere. So I have like 3 decks, Mr. O, that if I could figure out how to use them for past life readings, something more definitive, I'm going to see what I can do with that. All right. Wow. So we have the Ace of Pentacles upright. We have Death reversed. We have the Knight of Pentacles upright. There's something coming towards you. There's something new coming towards you, Libra cusp. But, you know, I'm sensing here there may be some hesitation on your part. Deer might be telling you or asking you, why are you hesitating? You know, and that maybe it's time, you know, deers, when I think of a deer, I think of gentleness and I think of serenity and peace. And so maybe the deer is trying to tell you, you know, to be kinder to yourself and don't hesitate when opportunity comes knocking. And I get the feeling here this opportunity either has something to do with money or it possibly has something to do with a relationship, because we have some earth energy going on here, and it's growthful, and I do feel like the Knight could be heralding, you know, some relationship or somebody coming into your life.
I think it's more likely about the material conditions of your life. If it means that, you know, a certain level of emotional security or comfort are a part of that, then it could imply that as well. But I don't feel, myself, I don't feel that specifically. I just sort of feel that what Banshee says is true, is that this idea or something new is coming to you. Maybe it's a change or maybe it's a project. But maybe you have a hesitant feeling about it. But I think you should just really plunge ahead. You know, the Knights really plunge ahead. And you don't have to move quickly through it, because the Knight of Pentacles really is about security and sort of a deliberate sense of movement. When it's reversed, it's really about a turgid, plodding sense of movement. So we're not talking about that. We're just talking about somebody that has really the appropriate amount of caution and measured steps in their plans. And I'm thinking this is saying if that any of your plans of recent have called for big changes and that scares you and makes you feel, or if it's not scary, you just sort of don't feel secure about it, you need to work on that, because I think it really will move you in a better direction. You just need to embrace it somehow.
Besides the deer being gentleness and peace and serenity, Libra cusp, you know, there's that old saying about don't be a deer caught in the headlights.
Ooh,
right?
Yeah, there is.
And so that's just saying, you know, don't be caught off guard. You know, be ready to accept new opportunities for growth when they appear. Because I sense that that's what Deer is trying to say, is like, don't be caught off guard and don't hesitate, you know, to jump in and take that chance. You know, but like he said, the Pentacles don't say you have to rush in without thinking about it first, but definitely don't let it pass you by because, you know, you're struggling to, you're afraid to make a move.
Right, and I'm not saying that you're going too slow either. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying this is really about just taking the steps you want to take in the time you want to take to feel secure yourself.
Yeah. Again, oh, it's a gentleman. Oh, man.
So, deer are gentle, and so are gentlemen deer.
He said that, right? That we had the gentleman deer, and then he pulled it.
I am so amazed at that. Oh, so, gee, what does this tell you?
You know,
this message is a good message.
I was leaning towards relationship possibility here. So I don't know if this is somebody you know. The dog is somebody who is very loyal. maybe this opportunity, whatever it is, it's going to present itself. It could be something like joining some group, getting involved in some kind of activities that would be very, enriching to you. And I have a feeling it's going to involve a friend, possibly a male friend, that's
Hi,
going to get you involved in this. Patton, how are you?
So, yes, Libra, it's just so weird because even before we got to saying, let's pull the Lenormand, I just said, I think one of us is going to pull the deer. I just felt that. So I do feel that this deer is significant, obviously. I don't know what it actually did in your dream, but I get the feeling like it's probably about the challenges and questions of loyalty and friendship, and maybe how that helps with a new opportunity that seems to be moving towards you.
Did you see a deer or did you dream a deer? You didn't say dreams, so just to make it clear.
Okay.
But however the deer appeared to you, I think it is significant in some way. I do. So good luck with that, Libra.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Good luck, Libra.
Hey, Patton, are you here for a reading? You're just popping in.
Oh, what's wrong?
What's wrong? Anything we can tell the cards on? Because we're out of readings.
I thought we had one more. No?
No, Libra.
No.
Libra's last.
Let's pull a card for Patton anyway.
We're just going to pull a card for you, Patton. How about that?
You have no choice. And I'm going to use my Karma Music Tarot. Oh.
Okay. So you saw the deer. Okay. I love deer. I'm lucky that we have some in our area, too, that I see from time to time. There's this one field near a cemetery that's fenced in, and deer get in there, and there's like sometimes 12, 15 deer in this area, and it is so cool when I see them there all together.
You're welcome, Libra. Yeah, we're doing your reading right now, Patton. I'm
Just
sorry you're in pain.
Card. Aw.
We can do the whole reading.
Do the whole reading?
He says
okay.
I'll get a reading.
All right.
We're sorry you're in pain. Is it dentist pain or something else?
Emotional pain, dental pain, physical pain. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm doing a little better today. I'm still healing from my procedure.
No, you're kidding me.
Oh, yikes.
Ah. Is that where you need the surgery with your hand? That's a lot of money for surgery.
Okay.
Go ahead. Ah, okay.
The first card is the Knight of Wands, upright. Second card is the Page of Cups, upright. They're all upright this time. This card is the Seven of Coins. So, the Knight of Wands indicates that, there's going to be something happening for you positive. It looks as though it's going to make you emotionally happiness. Maybe some news that you receive will be able to help you move on something. Excuse me.
Well, I think it's news that you feel you can trust, or that it's coming from a person who feels like they're a strong ally.
I don't know that it's necessarily the surgery, but it's definitely something positive and growthful, whether it has something to do with school, money, work. This is very positive. The Seven of Coins indicates, now look at that person's got, headphones on?
Yeah.
And is just seeming kind of like...
Distracted?
They're reading, but they're distracted. And I feel like maybe that's it too. You're distracted by something. Probably the pain you're experiencing.
Well, the other thing is that off in the corner is a balloon flying there too. And to me, that suggests maybe that you should be moving somewhere else. If only in your mind, that maybe you have to bring your thoughts or situations to somewhere else, that maybe what is distracting you is keeping you from gaining ground, going upward.
Yeah, the Seven of Coins is kind of a period of stepping back a little bit from things and reassessing where you are, or reassessing your options, even for that matter, for growth and for moving forward. And I think some news, something you're going to hear, is maybe going to give you the perspective or the direction that you need, and you're just going to feel a whole lot better, a whole lot better moving forward.
If it's also possible too that the Page of Cups can represent really you really diving in deep into yourself. It's really about your empathy, your own intuitive nature, trying to understand what you need to understand for yourself. That sometimes a lot of people can try to tell you what to do, but deep inside you have to find the answer is true for yourself. People like us can help you, but it's ultimately always up to you. And I think that the Knight of Wands really says, look for what you can trust. Even if there isn't a person like that I'm describing, it may be just a situation that there isn't a way of finding what you can trust to believe in or to work with. It won't be easy. Me again?
I thought I went first last time.
I guess you did, but I thought I pulled that deer and then you pulled.
Oh, you're right. Darn.
So therefore, I pulled the mice.
Oh, and I pulled the coffin. So you know what? But this is actually pretty good
yes,
together.
This is
the
good.
Way they
this
came.
Is good.
There is I think, Patton, something's going to change for you. There is an end to trouble and stress and maybe pain, ill feelings in your life. It's going to come to an end. So hopefully, something you're going to be able to do will help you, because I sense an ending here to something that's been really stressing you out or hurting you in some way. Or if you've been ill, that could mean that too.
The mice represent multiple problems, okay? And they could be varying. Some could be minor problems.
Yep.
Some could be bigger problems. But some of these problems are basically things that eat away, because that's what mice do. They eat away at things. They eat away at your livelihood, or they eat away at your confidence.
But it is coming to an end. Woohoo! I like that. Not a bad reading, Patton, so I hope things turn around for you.
I will say a little prayer for you tonight. I want you to feel better. I'm sorry you're in pain.
And we have no other readings, so you know what? I have a question, Mr. O.
And I'm supposed to answer it?
I have a yes-no question.
Alrighty. Are you going to tell me?
Are you going to use the deck? Yes, I am. We're going to shuffle. So, our
Thank you.
state,
You're welcome.
Our governor in our state has come up with a plan forward, to reopening our state again fully. And it's based on vaccine levels. Like when we achieve X amount of vaccinated people, this will happen. When we achieve X amount more of vaccinated people, we'll open up more. And so I just want to ask a yes or no question if this is a good plan. Love you, Patton. So we are going to ask this question now. I personally think it's not a bad plan. I'm just not sure, though, about a couple things about the amount of vaccinated people before opening. I think it should be a little higher than what she's shooting for.
So is that the question?
The question is this a good plan? Is the governor's plan a good plan for reopening the state? Got it?
You're talking to her, right?
I just want to make sure you got the question, though. It's the governor's plan.
Is this a good plan?
Is it a good plan? Okay. Oh, get a haircut. Wah. I know I was supposed to get a haircut.
I'll cut your hair, Banshee.
It'll probably be straight, but it'll be shorter. I don't know. I might go even shorter still. I haven't decided yet. That's why I put it off this week. I'm still thinking about how short I want to go, because it's been years since I've had really short hair.
Well, I'll have to dig through those old pictures. She had some things that maybe represented a bob, or more likely a pixie.
I have not done a lot with my hair over the years, but there have been a few things, yes.
Well, I'm thinking of your grade school pictures. That's no bob, that's a pixie.
Well,
the pixie haircut. We called it the pixie here in the States.
I have a lot of control over how my hair looked back then.
Do you think I did? It's time for your brush cut. Didn't I just have one last week? I don't care. It's time for your brush cut. Till I was about 10 or 11, I think. I had to get a brush cut.
No, Hawk.
It's thick enough. Just put some mousse or something in to make it stand up.
It would need the mousse. My hair just droops all the time.
But she has a lot of body. So
heavy hair. Really heavy hair. Wow.
Okay, so let's repeat the question. We know that our governor has sort of called for some new protocols and that she will roll back some of the safety protocols.
No, it's to reopen the state completely, but in a step-by-step process based on how many people are vaccinated at any given point. And apparently it's leaning towards yes, and it's kind of a strong yes here because...
It's all three?
We have no.
Oh.
I said it's kind of a strong yes. So we have the ace of, what is that?
Swords, I think.
Yep, and we have the ace of
No,
shields.
it's wands.
Okay, the ace
Pentacles.
of shields. And we have the Hierophant upright. So I feel like she's basing this decision on what she believes is good authority. So she's looking at the health data, she's looking at what the experts are saying, and she's saying that those numbers are what we need to reach to really assure that things are safe. I think it's a little low. I'm a little nervous, but it's not really low. She wants, when it's totally open, she's hoping it will be 70% people in the state vaccinated. I thought I would feel more comfortable with 80%, but I don't know if 70 is really what the expert said was herd immunity.
I thought it was 80 to 85%.
Yeah. So what do you say when you're looking at that?
I would have to agree with you that I think that this is a strong yes, and that she is basically going in a way that will be considered acceptable.
Well, dye the hair, you know what?
Yeah, I was going to say something about that, Pat.
It's been many years since I've dyed my hair, and I haven't done it often.
What color?
And I know I'm turning gray, but I'm almost ready to just let it go to the silver gray it's meant to be. I really don't mind gray, but...
Good night, Patton. I hope you feel better.
Take care.
I'm saying a prayer for you tonight. I am.
I wanted to do the Lenormand on that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm drawing first.
Woohoo.
I have the house.
I have the birds.
Huh. Well, when I first saw the house, I thought, well, what are the birds? The birds are chatter, right? The birds are gossip. The birds can sometimes be contentious. And why do I think in this case the house is the legislature? Bam!
Yeah, so I'm thinking that it's going to pass, but that there's just going to be these things, and that maybe the gossip part of the birds is what's going to really tip out. That maybe something about the underhandedness of the legislature or the quasi-deceitful nature of the legislature will actually come out within this machinations of trying to do this. The typical for us is we say, okay, I'll do this, and then they say, no, now we want you to do this.
Yeah.
Moving of goalposts.
So
That
we'll
seems
have
to happen
see.
in our
I
politics.
think this is interesting. I haven't heard supposedly this was a mutually agreed upon thing between her and legislators, but I don't know. So I guess we're going to see. I just had to try this question. Patent gray hair, die. No, but you know what?
You die.
If I no,
No.
my gosh, Mr. O. So I think what I'm going to do is, if I get it cut really short, I think it's going to expose even more of the gray hair, and it's going to start overtaking it pretty rapidly. Maybe it'll look like it's frosted if I'm lucky.
And then me over here with my non-gray hair, and people say, who's that old lady?
I guess the thing with me about hair dye is, to me, it's a vicious circle. Once you do it, you have to keep doing it because the roots start coming out. And I figure, hey, once this head goes gray, there's no turning back.
But what about your sister-in-law?
What about her?
Well, she dyed her hair for years, and then when she finally decided to stop dyeing it, bam!
Oh, I know, but that's just it. But then I'd have to let it all happen again, and
You will.
I will. I think I'm going to just let it go au naturel, because that's how I roll.
Well, I'm going au natural in a different way, which is basically thinning. So, let's have a race. Will I go bald before you go gray?
Man.
No, I think we're both going to hang in there. You're not totally gray. I'm not totally bald. Wham!
Hey, well, I think that's our show for tonight, guys.
I do too.
We are done, and we hope you enjoyed our crazy talk tonight.
And I want to thank Mama T again for our beautiful
goodness.
stuff. Let's give it one last nice little photo there. So beautiful. Thank you so much, Mama T.
I love it. I love it. It's so awesome. And so you'll probably
I
see
want it to
this
be out
again.
here every week.
Well, the tablecloth, yes and no. It'll be out sometimes. But I noticed that a certain cat was already kind of sticking his claws into it and getting stuck. So I could envision him pulling down the cameras with it someday.
Yeah, but at least for now, the Beltane season, as we say.
Yeah, so happy Beltane for those who celebrate. We'll be here on Sunday to celebrate it again. And hopefully we'll see you here. So stay safe, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.